Hello peeps, what's up, how are you? I don't know if I'm prepared for the video today. As you may have noticed, I haven't been posting very much lately. And it's kind of because my work has taken over my life. We're very short-staffed over there. There's been a lot of movement. I've got a promotion. I don't know if I've told you guys that. But I'm not in my role yet because they need to replace me first. And hiring good people is not easy. There's been a very big workload on less people, and my life has been very busy. I haven't had much time to, you know, want to film, have the mental capacity to film, want to take the time to just like sit down and edit. Yeah, no. A lot of that has not been present, and I don't know why I want to subject myself to this right now. We could make it like a try not to cringe challenge. I work in customer service, if you guys didn't know this. So I deal with some people that, you know, show their true colors as maybe a Karen or a Chad or a Brad or a whomever, is that the word? No, I think the real emotion is scared. I'm scared to see what we're gonna witness. And I've seen some of these on TikTok probably. We'll see if it makes my spine like curl up and wanna die. It's been a lot of that lately. Got a visit from Karen's husband.
Hey bud, what kind of business you got here?
I have work right down the road. I just can't park on the street. I'm waiting for the homeowners.
You go wherever you're supposed to be and park.
Sir, if there's
Get off of this street. It's not a public street.
Then call
and
police.
I appreciate you not talking to my wife like you talked to her.
If she was rude, I was rude back. You're from Texas, me as well.
You take this truck and you go to wherever you're going.
Is he being threatening with that key?
Call the police then.
You got it.
Oh God.
I'm sitting on the street waiting for my appointment to be ready, and these crazy people out here. Get his face in there.
Call 911, please.
Calling emergency services.
What is happening? Like, why?
Oh, you're discriminating.
Karen freaks out! You guys are standing too close to be like having a battle about COVID.
Because you have the law on your side to protect and not discriminate against people. And you do not have the law on your side to discriminate. No, I'm not breaking the law. I have the rights. Code 51. Yeah, this is America.
My director was there.
Little no-dope ball-headed bitch. Oh, fuck you. No, get away from me. Get out of my face, bitch. Get the
This is so comfy.
You know what I love? I love you to grow some balls and stand up for people. Stand up for the Americans.
I don't know where people get the gall or the think they have the right to talk to people like that.
Comment your thoughts below.
Everybody uses the rocket voice now for captions. It's funny. Oh.
Don't do that.
Destroyed property.
You want to take it outside? Huh? Do you?
Y'all need to go, bro.
Calm down. What happened before this?
Get out, bro. This is for my safety.
This is for my safety, yeah.
Hey, look at what he did. What are you talking about? Hey,
Because y'all are causing a scene right now.
I need to know how this started. This is a response video to Woo! That was a threat if I ever saw one. Okay.
Yeah?
What?
You asked me what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and I said I'm on the phone to the police about a motorbike that just nearly ran me over on this road.
Me? Someone else or me?
I don't know who it was. I'm not that. I just explained. You said, "Am I okay?" And I just said, "I'm on the
Well, but you're recording.
said I'm on the
Well, but you're recording me.
Oh, part 2.
allowed to be on this road."
Yes, I am. I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, it's blocked off to cars.
There it isn't.
Okay, hello, are you still there?
You still there?
Another road.
Yes! Troll the Karen!
I'm on the phone to the police.
Don't get away from my bike.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
What are you
don't
doing?
touch his bike.
You're gonna get.
And I'm explaining to you that you're not allowed to.
Yeah, get away from me. Get away from me.
You don't touch people or their
Stop
things.
that, please. You're not allowed to.
Yeah, get away from me. Get away from me.
What are you doing?
Get away from me.
What are you doing? Can you take a video of him, please? Can you take a photo of this bike, please? Get out of the way. Can you take a photo?
Get out of the way!
Please, can you just take a photo or video of this bike, please? Can you just ask later? Ask later. Just take a photo.
What's wrong with you?
Just take a photo of the bike.
No, move.
Get away. Get out of the way.
Can you hear this?
Get out of the way.
This guy is literally threatening, and he's not meant to be on the road. Make your fucking go. Let's go. What's your problem?
Yeah, move on.
Really popular nightclubs in Hollywood around 2010. I waited on a ton of famous people. This one takes the cake. I walked over to his table and he said, "Hey, my table's a mess, can you clean it up?" I said, "Sure." Wiped down the table, made sure everything was clean, walked away. And then I hear this. Anyone who works in the service industry is triggered by that noise. I calm myself, walk over there. He says the table's still messy. Sure enough, something had spilled again. Wiped it up, walked away from the table. He says, "The table is still messy. Are you bad at your job?" And I lean over to look at the table, and it is bone dry. And while I'm leaned over the table, he pours cranberry juice on the back of my head. I snap. I grab the bottle. I jump up. I wedge his head between the wall and the bottle, and I inform him that he will not be making actions like that again if he wants to have a singing career. I almost got fired, and I'm much calmer now.
What's the most disrespectful thing that's happened to you in the service industry?
So I'm a general manager of a Wendy's back in the early 90s.
Okay.
And I'm working at this store in West Palm Beach that's just busier than all get out. And this lunch shift was rocking. Drive-thru was packed, front of the house was packed. And all of a sudden I hear LaShonda, the cashier from the front, say, "Janet, we got a problem."
Uh-oh.
So I run up front and I see that this old guy's standing there and he goes, "This bitch didn't give me my discount." And it was about, 10% discount. So I opened the register, I took out the dime, and I handed it to him. I said, "Here's your 10 cents, sir." And he looked at me and he said, "You're a stupid whore." And I said, "Sir, I'm not stupid."
Yes, lady. Get it.
I'll go first. A few years ago, I was serving this guy.
So I used to work in fast food as a teenager, and one day a car came through the drive-thru and I took their order. Now, over the speaker, I heard the voice of a child. He was about maybe 8 to 10 years old, and he asked for one of the value meals that cost anywhere between like $5 to $7, depending on which burger you pick. Now, he went for the expensive value meal. And when I was like, "Oh, that'll be like $7, he was like, "Wait, isn't it $5? And I was like, "Oh no, this one is $5, that one's $7. And he's like, "Oh." Suddenly it goes silent, so I look out the window and I notice the car is driving towards me, so I open up the window because I thought they were going to speak, but no, they were just driving past. The mother in the driver's seat was like giving me a death stare, but she didn't say anything, and when I looked in the back seat, the little boy was standing out the window, like his whole half of his body out the window. And I was pretty confused, but anyway, as they drive past the little boy, he goes, "Fuck you, you ugly bitch," and they drive off.
What's the most disrespectful thing that's happened to you in the service industry? I'll go.
Well, I worked at Dairy Queen for 2 years, and if it wasn't
it's
bad enough that I had to
always
go
fast
home
food.
every single day smelling like some moldy booty cheek ass ice cream and stale chicken strips and fries, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part is having to deal with the customers. One day I was working front counter. This guy comes up to the counter, and I ask him what he wants. He says, "I'll take a number 3. I was like, "Okay." I reach under the table, grab his drink that comes with the number 3, and sets it on the table. Looks up at me and says, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Bitch, It's your drink cup. He said, I didn't ask for that shit. I said, well, you got the number 3, right? That comes with a drink cup. And he says, how old are you? At the time I was like, 17. And he says to me, well, you need to talk less and listen more. Oh, Lordy. Then I want to backhand that little bit. I was like, okay, well, I could just not give you your drink cup. Then he mumbles to himself, I don't know what's wrong with you people in this town. You need to go back where you came from. Bitch! First off, I was born here. What do you mean go back to where you came from? You want me to go to the damn hospital I was born at?
What's the most disrespectful thing that's happened to you in the service industry?
So I was like the head of cashiering for 2 years at where I worked. One night while closing, we only had me, who had nearly crashed my car and had just gone through a breakup, my pregnant manager, and a 16-year-old with a broken ankle. We thought we would close really fast because it was a weekday and nobody was in there, but we were wrong! But then like 2 minutes before closing, this woman comes around the corner with 2 giant carts just... Let me say something. If you come into a place of business 1 or 2 minutes before we're about to close, I will hate you forever. I will hate you forever. Doesn't matter how nice you are. Don't do that to a customer service person! Okay, anyway, carrying on. Overfilling with product. She comes to my register, points to the end of the other register aisle, and I look and see 3 more cards, all of which were her returns. No! Then which you need a receipt for, which she insisted she had. Of course, because this is gonna take way longer. You always think, oh yeah, sure, I'll help you, it'll be so fast. And then this happens. The receipts for. So me, my pregnant manager, and the girl with the broken ankle had to spend 30 minutes finding the receipts for these 3 carts of items. After 30 minutes, we weren't even halfway done, and that's when she announces, actually, I'll just return it without a receipt and get it all on a gift card. Just 10 times easier, and we should have done from the start. So I start returning all of her things without receipts, but it passes like a limit, so I have to put it on like multiple gift cards. Okay. I give her the gift cards, and we start ringing up her items. As we're ringing up her items, she goes through the store and starts looking at couches. Deciding if she wants like a last minute couch. She spends the next 20 minutes debating over this one couch and if she wants us to bring it out to her car at like 11 p.m. at night. Me, a pregnant woman, and a girl with a broken ankle! Luckily my manager was able to convince her after like 15 minutes to not buy the couch and that it was an awful couch. So she comes back over to do her purchase after this entire fiasco. Can't find the gift cards that I gave her. What? So she starts accusing me of not giving her the gift cards. We spend another 10 minutes looking for these stupid gift cards, and then finally she like reaches into her bra and realized that they were all right there. So I grab these sweaty bra gift cards. We ring her up. We're so close to done, but then she decides she wants to sign up for a credit card with us. What? We spend the next 5 minutes signing her up for this card, and right before we finish, she decides she doesn't want the credit card anymore, and that she's gonna come in tomorrow to sign up for it. After everything, we finally get her out of the building, and we start packing up the money, and we put it in the back. And then I hear this pounding on the glass door. So I call over my pregnant manager. She opens the door and the woman starts saying that she wants to return the items she just bought. At this point, we were about to cry from how exhausted we were emotionally and physically. So my manager just basically yelled at her that she's gonna have to come back tomorrow if she wants to do that. Yeah. But it took another 20 minutes for her to leave. Next day I had to sign her up for the credit card and do that return, which made me stay an hour and a half past my shift. So, ma'am, if you're seeing this, I hope your pillow is always warm.
What's the most disrespectful thing that's happened to you in the service industry? I'll go first.
I've been waiting for this one. So I used to be a service advisor in the town that I live in, unknown, brand unknown, you know, for legal reasons, whatever. So this girl came in. It's about our busiest season of the year. We were booked out for about 3 weeks for any diagnostics, repairs, even an oil change. We were busy. So she comes in, she's about my age, like young, early 20s, and she has a little girl with her that's like maybe 2 or 3 years old, little girl. And she's just hysterically crying, shaking, saying, my vehicle's check engine light on, I can barely drive it, it's shaking, yada, yada, yada. And all my coworkers tell her, oh, you know, we're booked out for a couple of weeks, there's not much we can do for you except if you leave it here, we don't have any loaners. So I felt really bad, and I said, hey, bring it to me tomorrow. I will take care of it, or leave it here with me overnight. I'll get it worked in. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of you. Next day comes.
Very nice.
I call her. Long story short, it had a cracked cylinder head. It needed a lot of repairs for a lot of money. A few hours after I call her, her and her parents come in, and they walk straight to my service manager's office, which is directly behind my desk. I'm talking 2 feet, okay? They walk inside, the door's open the whole time, and her dad, is telling my service manager how he is just absolutely disgusted with the quality of service that they have received, and none of it has been professional, none of it has been prompt, okay? And then he says, by the way, that little bitch out front at the desk, yeah, she was laughing at my daughter yesterday.
What?
So I stop typing, kind of look around, I contemplate life.
Yes.
And I decide that it is only appropriate that I bust in there and I say, hey buddy, here's what actually happened. I stopped my busy day, stopped my technician's busy schedule, stopped everybody's lives to take care of your daughter, to make sure that your granddaughter had a safe means of transportation. So do you want to rephrase that? And he just goes silent. His eyes are all big. I really don't think he thought I was going to bust my ass in there. My service manager was not very impressed with my outburst, but long story short, they ended up trading the vehicle back to our sales department. She got a different vehicle. Kind of forgot about the whole thing. About a month later, the daughter calls again. And says, my check engine light's on my new, used vehicle. Karma works in mysterious ways.
What's an
How many of you work in customer service? I would love to know. Can you relate to any of those videos? It makes... it's just... See, this is my problem. It's like... Yes, we have to make a living. Yes, we have to pay our bills. But why do people have to suck? It costs nothing to be kind. I don't know, because... See, I'm speechless, because I just don't know how... I don't understand why people have to be rude or mean. How do they sleep at night? Honestly. I go through scenarios in my brain where it was like, maybe I came off a certain way, but I don't think so. I don't know. Like, I feel bad about certain situations where I may have snapped a little bit. Not me being rude, but just explaining like, oh hey customer, sorry I'm not providing the best service right now. We're super short-staffed. My brain is fried. Yeah, the struggle is real. Give the video a thumbs up. I don't know if I can make the popping noise today. There we go. If you like the video, if you work in customer service, if you feel for your customer service workers at all, give the video a thumbs up. Let's all unite and bring awareness to being kind, always. Spreading positivity. Okay, secret emoji fam. Do the little prayer hands, because we all need to say a prayer for our customer service peeps. Every single day when they step out the door, get in their car, and drive to work. Because who knows what we're gonna deal with that day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the little notification bell so that you know when I post. It's been a little sporadic lately since my world has come crashing down. And my time management skills are just no good these days. Remember my peeps, be kind to each other in real life and on the internet, and spread positivity everywhere that you go. And with that, we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!